welcome again, all you beautiful people out there. My name is Akron Lee. I have my favorite co-host, the universe's co-host with me, Staten Kent. How you doing today, Staten?
Man, I'm doing fantastic right now, man. It's rainy outside. It's about 6:45 on Thursday, uh, November 30th. So, December's around the corner. Next December's tomorrow. But yeah, December's around the corner. But with everything that's going on with me, man, I'm doing pretty good, doing pretty well. Thanks for having me back. I'm glad to be here. Shout out to all you beautiful people that are listening right now, that are going to be listening soon. Thanks to all you guys' follows. Thanks to all you guys' views. And yeah, we're here in season 2. How do you feel?
Man,
Season
it
2,
feels
episode 1.
good. It feels good. It was a long week and a half. First off, I just want to start off by saying I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
We're in full swing of the holiday season now, so definitely ready to get into that Christmas cheer. You know what I mean? And
How
as
was
we
your
get ready
Thanksgiving?
for that, and it was great. Deep fried a turkey. Helped my family out by deep frying the turkey this year, so that was amazing. It came out beautifully. But obviously had a full helping of sides, mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, stuffing, dressing. You name it, we had it. We were there. But yeah, no, it was great. Absolutely amazing. Very thankful for family and friends, and overall had a really fantastic Thanksgiving. How about you?
Yeah, piggybacking off of what you said, man. We're not a big turkey fan over here. Turkey's cool. I would say it'd be like in the C tier list if we were going ahead and rank them. I'm a huge barbecue guy. I'm a huge ham guy. That's what our turkey replacements. Our turkey replacement is. So yeah, just like you, man. Had family, had friends over, had a good time. Ate here at the crib. Bunch of mac and cheese, bunch of stuffing. I don't know. Are you a stuffing dressing guy?
You know, I have to say stuffing, not entirely, but dressing, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My mom always goes all out and makes a great dressing for all of us. Yeah, no, I that's my favorite thing. But overall and all, I mean, I like them both. You know.
Mm-hmm. Nah, yeah, dressing's amazing, man. We had picked up some dressing. Did a lot of homemade stuff, did a lot of picklebores and whatnot. But hey, man, Thanksgiving's Thanksgiving. But yeah, we had a fantastic day. Got to watch some football. Got to hang out with some people. So all in all, man, it's pretty good holiday. So
Awesome, awesome, great to hear, great to hear. Um, last question here, Thanksgiving related. What was the best dessert that you had?
best dessert. So my sister, she's the baker of the house, and she loves baking all kinds of treats and sweets and cookies and all delights. So she just made a peach cobbler using that cinnamon roll, I guess, like the Pillsbury cinnamon rolls. Oh man,
Ooh, that
so that was
sounds
really
amazing.
good.
I bet it was.
Outside, yeah, no, it really was. But yeah, outside of that, I would say probably the pecan pie. I always been a pecan pie kind of guy.
Ooh, ooh,
That's pretty good,
great
and probably some
consensus
pumpkin
choice
pie.
there.
Yeah, pumpkin.
Nice, nice. That's
Yeah.
that's absolutely
So,
amazing.
what's your favorite all-time dessert? What's your favorite?
Ooh, look, only because I didn't get it last year, and we were reminded how good it was this year. My mom's favorite Death by Chocolate dessert that she likes to make. Death by Chocolate. Let me give it to you. She made it. She brought it out of retirement this year. It took a year off, unfortunately, last year, but she brought it back this year. We're getting it for Thanksgiving and Christmas. But layer of brownie, followed by a layer of pudding, chocolate pudding. I'm sorry,
Oof.
chocolate brownie, then chocolate pudding, then a layer of Cool Whip, mixed in with some score bar, and then it just keeps layering from there. Oh, and then I'm sorry, to top it all off is whipped cream with a little bit more score bar. So, and then it just layers. It sounds. I don't know how it sounds to all you great listeners out there, but I promise you, it is truly, truly the best dessert that I've ever had. And I love chocolate chip cookies. I'm not. I don't want to say I have a huge sweet tooth, but when I do, I love chocolate chip cookies. I like, your ice cream, your cinnamon rolls, but Death by Chocolate definitely was my favorite. So, um, was exciting to have it back. Shout out to my mom. Um, you know, thankful that she made it for us this year. So it was absolutely chef's kiss. But yeah, as we kind of get things in full swing here, once again, this is the start of season 2. So just want to say a big thank you to everybody really listening, continuing to support everybody that's been reposting on Facebook. Thank you, a big thank you. Everybody that's kind of started subscribing and watching our YouTube very early on. I know those first 2 videos were just the start, and they were kind of towards the end of our season there with our first set of episodes. But again, thank you. With that being said, I kind of want to transition into just a quick shout out of the new platform that we're using. It's called Riverside. It is our newest podcast platform that actually big shout out to my friend here, my good buddy of mine, my brother from another mother, if you will, Staten, for finding it, because it's been great. There's a lot more sounds and stuff that we're going to be able to use, along with some more effects. We will definitely be doing live streams a lot more. Maybe we'll do a good few of them for you guys here in this season 2. But yeah, access to live streaming, sounds, visual effects, all that good stuff. So very excited. So big thank you to Riverside. Anything else you want to add on that before we get started here, Staten?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, huge shout out to Riverside. Like I said, I just came across you guys, just looking up, trying to find out what new podcast software we can, use for these new videos that we're trying to do. Yeah, I just came across you guys. I guess we just came across you guys. Man, fantastic platform, very smooth, editing wise. Just has a lot of extra bonuses, extra bells and whistles. Adobe Audition is included as well, among other things. But yeah, it's fantastic. Fantastic software. So shout out to Riverside, man. We really appreciate y'all and what y'all doing over there. So keep up the good work.
Yeah, of course. Without further ado, though, I kind of want to give you guys just a little bit of rundown of what we're going to kind of talk about today, and then we'll get started. First off, it was a big NFL weekend, especially at the start of Thanksgiving Day, and then as we kind of got into Sunday and Monday, lots of reactions from that. We're going to get into some NBA stuff as we always do. Talk about our Lakers and Rockets, kind of where they stand. Once again, I know we're kind of a little bit over a month here into the season. Get into some stuff about that. And then, obviously our pop culture side of things and a preview of maybe a review that we got coming up here in the near future, our next in-person review. I know a lot of you guys like the drink review, so we got something cooking, so we'll get into it. But yeah, without further ado, NFL. It was a big surprise last Thursday. You had the Detroit Lions absolutely get kind of smacked around a little bit on Thanksgiving. There wasn't very many close games, I don't think, if any, on Thanksgiving. I think they were all blowouts. The Dallas Cowboys looked great against the
Mm-hmm.
Washington Commanders. I know you were very happy about that. Dak looked like MVP Dak. Then you also had I think it was the San Francisco 49ers playing the Seahawks up there in Seattle and really giving them their Thanksgiving turkey. Just absolutely taking their confidence away and quieting that 12th man there in Seattle. So I kind of want to get into some things here with you. What was your biggest surprise, and why did we see 3 straight blowouts on Thanksgiving Day?
That's a good question, man. Cowboys and Commanders, first to start off, man. Shout out Cowboys, man. Cowboys Nation over here. I expected a blowout. I didn't usually in recent years we kind of make games pretty close, especially with the Commanders, and just we played down to our competition. But I think this year we've anybody under 500 we blow them out. Anybody above 500 or like true playoff contenders, we struggle a bit. You know what I mean? But I didn't expect anything different. I thought we were going to beat them. I didn't expect us to blow them out, so it was really good booster to our ego a little bit, to the team morale that we came in Thanksgiving, came home, blew them out how we should have, and kept it pushing. But my biggest surprise probably was Detroit and Green Bay. Seeing that Detroit currently are now, I believe they're 8-3. They were originally 8-2. I thought they should have came in and beat Green Bay just because they're sitting in third place in the NFC North, behind the Vikings, who are sitting at 500. But I think my biggest takeaway was that I think Green Bay just kind of capitalized a little better. They definitely turned. They definitely were able to get turnovers a little bit. They played really good defense, and I think I always forget who the head coach is, but whoever the head coach of the Green Packers, man, I think he came in there, had a game plan, took care of business. I think Detroit, on their side of things, I think they just played down their competition. They really couldn't get anything going offensively. They're trying to kind of scramble late in the game, but it was near here or there. But I was really shocked from Green Bay's victory, if you will.
Yeah,
And
because
to
that
close that,
team went into that
oh,
game
go
four and
for it.
six. 4 and
Yeah, they
6.
were
I just
four and
wanted to
six.
throw
Now
that
they're
out there.
what?
What was that? No, I was saying they came
You
they
know,
came in 4 and 6.
yeah, they came in 4 and 6. Like I said, I don't think Jordan Love is a bad quarterback. I think he still needs some time to kind of figure things out.
No.
That team was kind of gutted after Aaron Rodgers dipped, so he's still having to look for receiver threats and whatnot. But just for them to come in and beat that type of team, they were playing in Detroit, huh?
Yes, they were.
Yeah, so yeah, that's really shocking. But like I tweeted out the other day, Detroit Lions, if there's turkey on the table, they're going to lose a game. I don't know why. I don't know why they always do. But when's Thanksgiving, they just seem to crap the bed, if you will.
Right.
Yeah.
No, it's pretty remarkable how bad that went. But I mean, Green Bay, give them their credit was due. They came in with a defensive mindset and kind of took everything away that we've seen the Lions been so successful at this entire season.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Dallas obviously big win. That was fantastic. Good for them. Washington, I know they came into that game already, not a playoff contender. So that
Mm-hmm.
Dallas stood on business, handled business, and closed the business. I mean, they did
Stood on
everything.
business.
And then San Francisco, my reaction to that is just McCaffrey cannot be stopped. Brock Purdy looked pretty good as well.
Mm-hmm.
And the Seahawks, there's just something missing up there in Seattle. I don't know if it's on defense or offense. There's something missing. They're missing like a big piece, maybe a couple of pieces on defense, linebacker wise. I don't know. And they have
I
Hall of
think.
Famer Bobby Wagner obviously back,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I just there's something missing around that team. I can't quite put my finger on it. But
I think
you
it's
know,
just Bobby Wagner just getting older. Like I said,
yeah,
Legion Boom's been gone for a while now, so they don't have that star-studded secondary defensive, you know, extraordinaires that they used to back in the past.
right,
They don't really have much. I don't think they have much of a run game included, and I don't think Geno Smith is the guy that they need to be hanging on to. He's solid for what he's worth, but he's never really shown any sort of, this is a guy that we can win a Super Bowl with, let alone a playoff game. So
right,
I think that with them, they're just missing a couple pieces, and they should be looking at in the draft to probably either move up and probably get a quarterback, or be looking to move around a little bit, see what they could possibly do. But I wasn't too surprised. I knew San Francisco gonna come in there, take care of business. So
right. Nah, but nonetheless, it was an okay day of football. It was great for the games, but I just wish they would have been a little bit closer.
hmm
Moving to Sunday a little bit. I'm in a world of hurt right now. A world of hurt. Not only did my Houston Texans lose to Jacksonville, they lost to every referee on that field. Look, I'm gonna go on record here. I'm gonna go on just a few seconds rant here. The refs, obviously, our defense couldn't entirely stop them, but there was a lot of pass interference calls that should not have been called. Maybe one, I think maybe two. But the rest of the calls that they had were just absolute blasphemy, a travesty, an absolute devastation to the NFL and to the Houston Texans. Cost us that game. We should have won. End of story. The Jacksonville Jaguars with Prince Charming as their quarterback,
That's
that
charming.
majestic guy looking like Trevor Lawrence. He's okay. He's okay, but I'm sorry. CJ Stroud's better, and half the calls that they got, I mean, it allowed them to move the ball down the field. Lastly, I still think the Texans make the playoffs, but Jacksonville, oh, they're just that thorn in your side. That is what they are right now, and this will be the last year that the Jags win the division. Mark my words. They can enjoy their little division run, and they are not going to the Super Bowl this year. But this is the last year they will win the AFC South. Book it. I got to know. Did the Texans lose that game as much as the questionable penalties that we had, or what do you think?
For me, I sat there, I watched the whole entire game, and I think that the refs just kind of screwed over the Texans a bit on a lot of plays. I mean, a lot of just stuff that we usually see guys fight for balls. They'll call holding calls late. They'll call them too early. I mean, little to no holding at all, and they'll call it. You know what I mean? And I think on a couple of those calls, it kind of did set them up for them to go ahead and get the go-ahead score. You know what I mean? But I will
Yeah.
give it to the Texans that they did keep it competitive, and I think had what is his name?
Matt
Amendola.
Amendola not
Matt
doink that
Amendola
damn
not
kick.
going to kick,
I would
right?
first of all, he should not be our kicker. He's only in there because our starting kicker got hurt. That guy needs to go back to working at Papa John's or back to the street job he was working because he is not an NFL kicker. Second of all,
Dude, you need to go ahead and put the muscles in his legs, bro. Do you see how big his arms are?
They should have just left the game in CJ Stroud's hands. He had one more shot to at least get a first down. I know it was 4th and 17 or 4th and 18, whatever it was. But I just, there's a lot of questions that kind of surrounded that final play and that decision. But hey, you know what? It happened. Move on. We have a hot team in Denver to face this weekend, and it'll be interesting to see how that goes. I know we kind of talked about the Cowboys a little bit. Tonight is Thursday night. They play the Seahawks tonight. I don't want to, give a reaction because obviously the game will happen tonight, and we'll get more into how they've done this week on our next episode. But my 2 cents is I'm gonna give a little bit of prediction. I'm gonna go 30-24 Cowboys on Thursday Night Football. What do you got?
I don't think the Seahawks putting 24 on the board. They might put 14. I don't think they're putting 24 on the board.
So more of like a 28-14 score.
Yeah, I can see that. That's more
31-14.
31-14.
Okay.
I couldn't see 31-14. I'll say about like 24, 34, or not 34, but 31. Just because I think when we go up against an elite receiver and DK Metcalf is going to get out there and get it done, we kind of struggle.
I don't know, man. DK,
he's okay. Like, he's not bad. It's just I
don't know.
We lost to Arizona earlier, so I have no idea what we're going to do tonight. You know what I mean? But I think this will be a solid game. After this all, I'm about to go cut it on, check it out a little bit, see what Cowboys all about. But I think Cowboys going to pull this one out.
Okay. And then it's in Seattle, isn't it? It's in Seattle, right?
I believe it is in Seattle. Let me go ahead and look. No, it is in. I think
it's in Dallas.
I think it is in Dallas. Yeah, it's in Dallas.
Wow. Well, in that case, yeah, Dallas is Dallas is winning that game. But with that being said, it should be a very good game.
So how you feel about the Texans? This is my bad. I'm switching over topics, but what you think with the Broncos coming into town and they're on a hot streak?
We'll make the playoffs. I think we're going to win this week. I think we're going to rebound and win this week. I do. I truthfully do. It just I don't want to think about last week. I don't want to think about this past Sunday. I can't. I got to let it go. But
do you think your guys' front seven can get to freaking Russell Wilson?
Yeah. This ain't 2011 Russell or 2012 Russell Wilson. Yeah, we'll get to Russell.
I'm just saying, I don't want y'all to get the Chargers treatment. Y'all win by field goal.
Ooh, man, I hope not. But other than that, we'll see. We'll see how things go. As we kind of finish up our NFL segment here, I do want to, kind of go over the standings a little bit. The Eagles 10-1 obviously are just balling again this year. The Ravens have a good defense. Cowboys are up there. The Chiefs look pretty good, but I think they're beatable. They're still 8-3. The Dolphins are 8-3. The Niners are 8-3. So all those teams are contenders. I just real quickly here, what are your Super Bowl picks if the playoffs started today? Who are you picking to go? I know
It
we
started
had
today.
preseason NFL picks. Now it's time to, as you see where things currently are, who you got?
As far as the AFC goes, I probably have Chiefs above everybody
Okay.
else right now, just because I don't. It depends on where. It depends on if the playoffs start today. They would probably be playing in Baltimore. You know what I mean? I think they'll beat Baltimore. I'm not 100% sold. They do have a good defense, so I think the game is going to be close. But I do put the Chiefs over them. As far as the NFC goes, if the NFC if the NFC playoffs start today, I think the Cowboys would go over the Eagles. And here's why. Because I'm a Cowboys fan. That's why. Not playing.
Yeah, that's why.
I think that Eagles will top them off. I think realistically, I think it's going to be Eagles and 49ers.
Okay.
It all depends if CMC is going to be CMC because I really do think if he shows up and plays, I know they have a Swift over there in Philly and he's nice, but that defense is still that Niner defense is still legit and they still can force the ball, get turnovers like they need to, and that offense ain't too shaky. Like they could definitely hold when anybody if they want. So
Okay.
I would give the Niners the edge. Not gonna lie,
Okay.
but we have to see.
Well, with that being said, I have to agree with you a little bit there. The Cowboys, you said they were playing the Eagles, right? In the NFC Championship, that's what you would have.
Nah, if I was realistically talking, I say I have Eagles and Niners.
Okay. Realistically, yeah, I have to agree with you a little bit. I think that the Eagles would play the Niners. Um, I think the Eagles are going to go back to the Super Bowl. Quite frankly, you know,
You think that
they're
tush push
just
is gonna get it done?
that tush push is going to push it all the way to the Super Bowl. And the AFC, I'm gonna go on a limb here and say that the Chiefs are not going to the Super Bowl. I'm
Mm.
gonna go. I'm gonna go Baltimore Ravens. I'm gonna go Ravens Eagles Super Bowl. I'm gonna go an all bird Super Bowl
Oh,
because Lamar is good, but he's not the only reason that team is going off this year. Their defense, I think, is up there with anybody. Truthfully, that they got some flyers on that linebacking core that I like.
mm-hmm.
Um, Roquan Smith, Patrick Queens, really come in this year. So they got a good defense. As far as the Eagles go, that offense is a machine, like I said. So I think that would be a great clash in the Super Bowl. Those are my. This is my prime part of the season where we're at right now as we get into December. Those are my two picks. That's who I think's going.
I like that pick. I know you picked the Eagles to win Super Bowl right now. I'll pick Baltimore just because I think their defenses can hang, and I can't see the tush push beating everybody. Like I think there's going to be one defense out there that's going to be able to stop the tush push, and I think that's Baltimore. Um, I don't think the Eagles defensively can really stop
Wait,
Lamar. If
wait, say that one more time. What did you say?
no,
You said you don't think. What did you say about the tush push
I
again?
said the Eagles. There's going to be a team out there to stop the tush push, and it will be the Ravens.
Oh, it will be. It will be
Yeah,
the Ravens.
yeah, it will be the Ravens. I take
Okay.
Baltimore over the Eagles right now. I don't care.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
Lamar
Okay.
Jackson's that guy.
Lamar Jackson is that guy. No, but
But
yeah, I agree. I agree a little bit with that. I think that there's a I think there's a good chance that defense, like I said, gets them there and maybe gets them over the Eagles, like you're saying. So we'll
mhm.
see. We'll see how it transpires and what happens there. Um, as far as that goes, though, hopefully the Texans and your Cowboys get there. The Cowboys, the key for them is just winning a playoff game. They're
Yeah,
going to
we just got
be
to
a
win a
great
playoff game
regular season team, but can
on the
they?
road.
Can
You got
they?
to win one on the road.
Right. Can they get over that hump? Can they win a playoff game on the road against an Eagles team, against a Niners team? You know,
Mhm.
that's gonna be the one. So we'll see how it all develops. But you know, nitty gritty times now as we're
I,
into the
I
the.
I
Go
got a
ahead.
question. I got a
Yeah.
question now. So I
Shoot.
don't know if you were
Yeah.
paying attention earlier to Bleacher Report and NFL. So Zach Ertz just got released from the Cardinals earlier, and Darius Leonard got released from the Colts earlier this week. So I'm just curious, if you had to pick, which player would your Texans have to pick up
Oh,
to get them
definitely
over the hump?
Leonard. Definitely, I would take Leonard. I would take Leonard. Zach Ertz. I honestly think the Cowboys could use him. I think
Yeah, I thought
that's
that's
where
what
he
he's going
would.
to probably sign. Yeah,
Yeah. If the Cowboys sign him, I mean that would be fantastic. For you guys. So I mean I
I
don't
really
know.
would like Darius Leonard, bro. To be
Really,
honest with
you would
you,
take Darius Leonard.
yeah, Van Der Esch is out, and we need another linebacker over
What
there.
if you got both? What if you get both those guys on your team?
Dude, that'd be nice. That'd be nice.
Man.
We be talking a little bit.
Then we'd really be talking Super Bowl. You know what
We
I'm
be
saying?
talking some Super Bowls.
No,
If
that would be
Jets could
awesome.
just cough up Dalvin Cook, that'd be cool.
Right. You need Dalvin Cook. You need
I
Darius
need everyone.
Leonard. You need
I'll take Julio
everybody.
Jones.
Julio Jones. Throw him in there. You know,
Just kidding, bro.
Martavis Bryant, who's trying to get back into the league. You know, throw him in there
Oh,
too.
bro.
Receiver
Yeah,
from the
Latavius
Steelers.
Bryant, bro.
Yeah.
From the
Oh, yeah,
Bills.
yeah. Oh, you mean Latavius Murray?
Latavius Murray. That's what I meant. Not
Yeah.
Latavius. Latavius Murray. Yeah, that boy.
No, but that would be absolutely insane there.
Mhm.
But yeah, anything else you have to add on the NFL before we kind of switch gears here a little bit?
Nah, not particularly. The NFL's been pretty solid for the most part, but like I said, I think Houston has to just come in there and obviously win out the rest of the season, but just take care of business and make sure you at least can sniff a wild card round. I don't think the Jacks will hold on long enough because you guys got to face them again. So you guys gonna do what y'all do. Y'all gonna do the thing. Cowboys just need to go ahead and beat some true contenders, and we'll be all right.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so as well. With that being said, yeah, the NFL's been no short of surprising. There's been some disappointing teams, a la the Buffalo Bills. Teams like them. The Seahawks could have been a little bit better. The Vikings are hanging in there with Josh Dobbs, though. But other than that, yeah, I think there's a lot of football left, though, a lot. So we get into the final weeks of the season here pretty soon. So hopefully, I think my Texans will make the playoffs. I think we are better than the Colts now than early in the season. Although we've kind of got it together, we really need to win against Denver this week. So that's gonna be another big game. But we'll see. We'll see where things shake out. Moving on here a little bit. Want to get into the NBA side of things. The Houston Rockets. Houston's team,
Go ahead and
obviously.
say it, because this is what I've been trying, folks. Let me real quick.
Our
I've been trying
ceiling,
to tell him.
our ceiling has gone down for me. We are no longer a 6th seed. We are a play-in tournament team at best. I'm gonna go on the record and say that now. I hope they prove me wrong, but you heard it here first. Tournament team at best. Tournament team at best. I think that they. We have not won a road game. We're 8-8, 8-8, and have not won a road game. That tells me that my instant reaction is just look. Jalen Green has had some pretty good games and can go off at any moment, but can he do that for 5-10 games in a row, where he at least is giving it his all on both sides of the ball? I don't know. I don't know. Fred VanVleet and Dylan Brooks have been pretty good for us. I love VanVleet. Dylan Brooks, here and there offensively, but his defense has been okay. He kind of, I don't know. Jabari Smith, he's actually gotten into a great rhythm of late. I will say he's developed a turnaround jumper. Şengün, without a doubt, is our best player. Baby Jokic, if you will. I mean, this guy's putting up 30-point games right now. So
Baby
just a
Jokic.
travesty that we're 8 and
That's
8.
baby dirt.
Yeah, that's baby dirt. Yeah,
Baby
he's got
dirt.
that little fadeaway thing going on, and
Yeah, that little high stepper.
Dirk said that he can have it, which is pretty cool. Shout out to Dirk Nowitzki, Hall of Famer. But yeah, I need some more effort from this team for them to prove me wrong. I mean, we're in the playing spot right now. We're 9th in the West, but 8 and 8. I mean, hey, the Clippers are 8 and 9, so I don't feel too bad. But no, nonetheless, a long way to go. Your Lakers are hanging in there. They kind of, got blown out by 44 the other night. We won't talk about that too much. But I need to know at 11 and 8, how do you? What's your tidbits for the Lakers right now? And,
Sign
oh
Zach
wait,
Levine.
and also, are you in agreement with where my prediction is right now with the Rockets? But go ahead and start with the Lakers.
Oh,
I just wanted to rant a little bit. I'm sorry. I had to get that out.
no, diehard Rockets fan over there, man. He needs to get off his chest real quick. But as far as Rockets go, man, I watched a little bit of that game the other day with the Nuggets. I would say they're going to be a hard play-in out. Like they're going to go out there and compete. And I think if you guys can catch anybody on a bad night, then you guys can beat anybody on a bad night. Who they play? Oh, they played Dallas last night. Obviously Dallas is a contender. You got Luka.
Wait,
You
are you
got
talking about the Rockets playing Dallas, or did the Lakers?
yeah, the Rockets playing Dallas. Yeah.
No. We played Denver last night. Dallas was 2 nights
Oh,
ago.
you're right. That's my fault. Okay, so
Yeah, no, you're good.
Denver had just gotten Jamal Murray back, obviously. So just having that two-headed monster with him and Jokic out there. That's a lot for a young team still, but I think they hung in there for the most part. They actually showed competition and some grit and some determination. So that's pretty good. As far as just how I see him, obviously Şengün's the number one star guy on your guys' team. Jalen Green needs to just pick it up and just either accept his role playing position or he needs to go ahead and figure out how to be the number two because that's what we're expecting him to be is a number two right now. He was originally supposed to be number one in my eyes, but clearly his won't be that way. Yeah, man. So to finish off my thought, man, I think Jalen Green needs to figure out if he wants to be a Robin or if he just wants to be another guy on the team because right now he ain't being the superstar that the Rockets obviously drafted him for. And Şengün really just needs that Robin because clearly he's being the best player on the Rockets team as of right now. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. Şengün definitely needs help. We need Jalen to really. I mean, it's year 3. He knew this was going to be a big year. He said it was going to be a big year. This is it. The time is now to start evolving into the scorer that we know that he can be. This guy can get 30 points in his sleep, but it's the consistency factor, right? So, really be interesting to see how that goes and unfolds. As we kind of look at the standings here, Minnesota kind of been a little bit more of a surprise team. They've finally taken off behind Anthony Edwards at 13-4, number 1 in the West. You got Denver, Dallas. OKC is having a good year, 11-6. The Suns have put it together. And then you got the Kings, Lakers, Pelicans, Rockets rounding that out, top 9. And then the Clippers, top 10. I guess we'll throw them in there. But and then in the East, you got none other than the Boston Celtics looking like an absolute machine again, 14-4. Orlando, the Orlando Magic are 13-5. I mean,
young,
that team is
productive,
young,
process.
hungry. What I want the Rockets to be. Man, that's what I want them to be.
Harder conference, man.
Man, Milwaukee Bucks 13-5. Philadelphia 12-6. They don't need Harden. They never did. The New York Knicks having, they're up there. The Pacers are a surprise team as well. Yeah, right. Tyrese Halliburton's balling. You got the Heat, Cavalier. I mean, so really, really early on in the season, but there's been some standouts. What's kind of your take on where we are with the standings in both conferences and as to where the in-season tournament has led us?
As far as what I think, just from both conferences, I kind of expected that as much. Um, I knew that the Bucks, dealing with the Eastern Conference first, I knew that the Bucks were going to take a back seat, a little bit behind Boston, just because I think Boston kind of they upgraded their backcourt along their front court, getting Porzingis and getting Drew Holiday. So that's definitely really helped them on both sides of the floor. As far as the Bucks go, is just you're just going to lose defense. You know what I mean? You changed out defense for offense, getting Damian Lillard. So obviously they're still going to be competitive because they got Dame and they got Giannis, all those guys. Um, I was big. I'm shocked. I have not, and I will be honest with you, I have not watched a single Orlando Magic game. And the fact that what they're, let me see, are they third? No, they're second in
No,
the West or in the East.
second in the East.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have not watched a Magic game, so I can't sit up there and tell you who's been balling and who's not. But Blanche Dorito over there, Blancaro.
No, Bancaro is. I mean,
Blancaro.
he's a good all around. He is.
Yeah.
He is who I thought the Rockets had up until about 5 minutes before that draft started.
Oh, you knew we were going to. Come on now, be for real.
Man. But anyways, neither here nor there. But yeah, he is absolutely balling for them.
Yeah. As far as the West goes, I'm actually kind of shocked seeing how good the Timberwolves are as of right now. I don't know if the Rudy Gobert whole trade thing is paying off right now or what, but they're solid. You know what I mean? I think it's just
all
because
it took was for him to get choked out by Draymond for them to kind of to kind of get that thing going. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean it's just it's wild. But yeah, no, they've turned into a pretty good team. So good for Minnesota. Good for that fan base.
Mm-hmm.
Who you got? How do you like I said? How do you like the in season tournament and what's gone about it? The courts, even the courts, how they look. I mean, what's your take all around from the NBA in season tournament now that we're
the in season tournament? To me, I'm hearing good things about it, but to me personally, like I said, I guess the only thing I could possibly say is that we're getting cool jerseys, we're getting cooler courts, and I think it's kind of forced a lot of people that aren't really like big basketball fans to kind of tune in a little more because it feels like there's something that they're working towards in the middle of the season. And so if I was like a casual, I would say, yeah, it's pretty cool. But as of right now, for me, I wouldn't even I didn't really think much of it. You know what I mean? I think it's just still there. I guess to me, it's just bragging rights. You know what I mean?
So all in all,
season.
You view it as a positive.
I view it as a positive. I was a guy on the outside looking in, but I'm a guy that actually watches NBA games pretty frequently. So I'm like, there's no change to it. There's no point. I would say the only positives that I see that I like personally are the courts and the jerseys. You laughed at me. Why? Why you laughed at me?
So the only positive we got are the. Oh, I'm sorry.
Thanks, man.
That's pretty.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Like I said, I just it I don't understand how does it further you? Do you just have a seed lock? Now if you were to lock a seed, that'd be different. You feel me?
Right.
But how's your opinion? What's your opinion about
it? The point, it's still kind of hard to follow a little bit because there's point differential. You got the Celtics fouling when they're up 30 to try to win by 23. They were fouling Andre Drummond a night or two ago. You got the knockout round, which is what's starting up this week. You know what? I think I view it as a positive. I think that it's been really kind of fun to see the court. The courts are cool. Those have without a doubt been the best part, obviously. But no, I think that it has. I don't know. Overall, and stay with me here. Overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, based off interest and overall enjoyment with it, We're gonna give that a solid 7, a 7 out of 10, because the in season we already had the play-in tournament. The in season tournament, I know we've talked about it a couple of times already, but I think it's been a good positive, right? It gives teams, even bottom of the barrel teams, at least something to play for, but it hasn't, for me, moved me in a certain direction. It hasn't moved me enough to be like, hey, like I think they need to keep the in season tournament in for the next 5 years. No, it needs to be, it needs to. Let's see how these knockout rounds go. That's what's going to tell us a lot more. Based on a determination factor for some of these contenders and teams that have found their way into it, and nonetheless though, it's made it a little bit more exciting. It has, from an entertainment standpoint, like I said. So I know that was kind of a all around, all over the place answer there, but that's just truly my take on it. It's kind of just one of those things.
Mm-hmm.
um
That's kind
yeah,
of
anything
high.
else?
7's still kind of high in my world. I would give it like a 5 or 4.
Okay.
Just because like I said, I still don't understand what's going on because you were telling me the other day, it's not back to back. There's in between games where they don't count towards a season tournament, and then there's games that do. So I'm kind
Yeah.
of like still confused about that a little bit. But I mean,
Yeah, I mean the biggest thing it looks like is point differential and wins.
mm-hmm,
So there's got to be a certain positive you want to be with the point differential thing. So, but obviously it's 3 groups in each conference, A, B, and C, I believe, and yeah, I mean it. It has been. I think it's kind of disrupted the rhythm of a lot of teams, truthfully, because you have the thing I don't like about it. The thing I do not like about it is the when it's during tournament time, you play like one game on a Monday and then they won't play again until Friday or Saturday. So I think
mm-hmm,
that's where some of these teams, and maybe it's happened to the Rockets a little bit, but some of these teams where I mean, there's not a rhythm, right? There's not a rhythm going on right now. So,
mm-hmm.
but we'll see. We'll see how it transpires and what it means for the rest of the season. You know, definitely we'll kind of tune in to see who wins at least.
Mm-hmm.
Before we kind of transition into the second half of our show, do you have anything you want to add more on the NBA? Maybe predictions, real quickly. Who you think is going to contend in the playoffs or in season tournament?
I got 2 things, and I'll say this right now because I was trying to get back to my thought about the Lakers earlier. I think the Lakers are. I think we play down our competition and we play up to our competition. But I mean, like we can't. We have too many off nights against good teams, and then when we want to have a good night, it's against a bottom tier team. Um, I was on Twitter the other day and I made a post and I'm telling people like, look, because there's in the grapevine, we're trying to get Zach LaVine, we're trying to get obviously the Bulls. They're currently struggling right now in the East, so they're trying to see if they need to blow anything up. And I'm all for getting Zach LaVine because that's where I want to put my money at. Right? If exactly, thank you, Jesus, thank you. I was in some discussions with some people, and they're like, "We want to keep Rui Hachimura and all this other stuff." I'd rather take a borderline all star. Thank you. Whew, I'd rather take a borderline all star over um, a guy who's just a role player, man. Because I just know Zach Levine's ceiling's a little higher. On top of the fact, I think they're willing to throw Caruso in there if need be. I like Austin Reeves, but like I said, I think we just need to get better defensively. Just because I think we have enough ball handling guys to get it done if we do make that trade. So that's how I see it. But as far as that goes, I have a question. Okay, obviously James Harden's now in LA as a Clipper, and they're not doing too hot, right? They're sitting a 10th
Right.
seed. Do you think that if they can't get over 500 before the trade deadline, do you think someone's going to get moved? And if so, who?
If you hear some dogs barking, I apologize. I think it is my neighbor's dogs. Just throwing that out there. But no, I first and foremost, I do, because that they have like almost a mini old and new all star team over there. Even though some of them are up there in age, the elder statesmen. but I think that there will definitely be a change. I mean, how do you see that transpiring if they do not?
If they don't make a trade, uh, there's going to be a lot of talks this offseason. I think that Kawhi Leonard might be gone at that point. I don't know if to his own accord or if they want to move him, just because they're either pretty irritated with him, and this is just my opinion. You're not, and I think I've seen Stephen A. Smith also mentions this. Shout out to Stephen A. Smith, but he's basically said that Kawhi Leonard has not done anything to further the product in LA. They're still seen as little brothers compared to the LA Lakers. And he's kind of been the one guy that's been disappointing out of this whole group. Like even Russ got here, and he's been like pretty solid so far for what he's being asked to do. And
Right.
Harden's kind of lost a little bit of his value because he's kind of just diminished himself, and now he can't be like he can't. He's always a problem in every situation, from Houston all the way to Brooklyn to Philly. He's kind of been the problem. So I guess the only guy that they can find value out of is Kawhi Leonard. So if anything happens, I think Kawhi might get moved. So
yeah, I think that could be a realistic thing. We'll see, though. I mean,
if they need to,
a lot of basketball left. I don't see that happening as of right now. If my gut's telling me anything, but
he might end up
that could be end up where
in a Golden State jersey, man. You see Clay,
Golden State.
I'd be shocked if Clay ends up in LA.
Yeah. Yeah, there ain't no telling. It'll be good to see. Lots of basketball left, even more so than the NFL. Lots of basketball left. We're very, very early on, so I can't wait to see where things are in a month after this in-season tournament concludes, and we kind of see where things are rolling from there. Without further ado, that kind of concludes a little bit of our sports segment here. We're going to kind of conclude our NBA side of things. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to take a little 30-second pause. Again, shout out to Riverside. Kind of let them, give us a little break here. Again, as we kind of transition here in the last part of our show, we're going to do a quick little ad break. Big thank you again to Riverside.
Powered by Riverside FM.
Yeah, they're really making everything happen here. So now, getting into the pop culture side of things, this is always one of my favorite parts of our episodes. Some movies coming out that we're excited about. What's at the top of your docket? You got anything not just in theater, Amazon Prime,
docket,
streaming services, anything? You got anything you're kind of looking forward to here in the near future, movie-wise?
As far as stuff that I'm excited for, or stuff I've seen.
Stuff that you're excited for, or both. What's the last movie you watched that you liked?
Last movie I watched, I can't think of anything on top of my head. The only thing I would say I'm excited for, I just got done watching Invincible on Prime Video. Very good show. We're in the middle of the season break. We won't be back on until next year. But it closed out pretty well, and I'm really excited. I don't know if you checked it out yet, but man, it's like I said, Omni-Man, Evil Superman, not Evil Superman, but Evil Superman. Got his son Invincible, all that good stuff. So for anybody out there that hasn't checked it out or has checked it out, man, it's a really good show. So go ahead and check that out.
Nice. Blue Eye Samurai, I know you've started watching.
Yeah, there you go.
How's that going?
Yeah, it's pretty good. That's pretty solid. Your dad had put me on the other day, and it kind of snuck up on me a little bit. You know what I mean? I saw the previews, but I didn't think much of it. I just got done with episode 1, and I'm hooked. It is. I don't know if anybody or you or anybody have seen like Afro Samurai. So think like Afro Samurai or Samurai Jack. Based in Japan, samurai.
A little more 3D though, isn't it? It's animation, but it's like more 3D animation.
Yeah.
Nice. For anyone that doesn't know, Blue Eye Samurai just started on Netflix, so go give it a watch. I'm going to start that tonight. Definitely interested to see how it, develops. So
you know what you want to get
another
into.
show that you and I kind of have started.
Yeah. Say it.
Monarch, Legacy of Monsters on Apple TV. Kurt Russell, Godzilla. What more do you need? Early reaction is nothing but great things to say. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and throw in one of these there. How you feeling? How you liking it?
How I'm feeling, man. Oh man, it's a great show. Like you were saying, just piggybacking off what you said, it's a great show. 3 episodes surprisingly are out right now. Apple Music, Apple TV.
Yeah, on Apple Music.
On Apple TV. My fault. Yeah, but really good show. Like Akron was saying, Kurt Russell's in it, and a whole bunch of other cast of folks that we need to look up for next episode when we reviewed episode 4. But it doesn't just revolve. I think I like it most because it doesn't just revolve around your known monsters, King Ghidorah, Godzilla, King Kong. It talks about like all these other random monsters, spider
Yeah, like
monsters,
Godzilla's in it,
crab
but
monsters.
he's not the main focus, right? So that's what's cool
Exactly.
about it is you get a lot of
Mhm.
stuff. It's more about how the Monarch started and
Mhm.
where things have developed in the monster universe, if you will, for all you big sci-fi monster gurus out there. It's great. It's got a monster in it. I'm gonna watch it. You know
He's
what I'm
gonna
saying?
watch it. Don't worry, I'm gonna be there too.
No, but it's been good. Kurt Russell's been great. There's a lot of other great actors in it as well. Really enjoyed. There was a little cameo. It was good to see John Goodman again back in episode 1. But Monarch has been fantastic. The first 3 episodes are out now on Apple TV Plus. Go check it out if you have not. But like I said, it's really been fantastic. Like I said, Kurt Russell. Anna Sawai, one of the main characters, has been phenomenal as an actress. Mari Yamamoto, Ren Watabe, all those great actors are in it. Kiersey Clemens, she's been in a lot of good stuff as well. So go check it
Mhm.
out. Oh, even Anders Holm, he was in Workaholics. So for all you Comedy Central fans out there, go. Anders Holm is back. I know he was in Workaholics with Adam Devine. So it great cast of characters. Really have loved the action, the cliffhangers so far, if you will. I mean, each episode definitely ends with a cliffhanger, so it keeps you invested.
Mhm.
Overall, I'm gonna go ahead and give this a solid 9.5 out of 10.
Work with
Yeah.
that.
What do you got so far?
I give it a 9. It's pretty cool, pretty fun. I'm definitely interested to see what happens the rest of the season, but it's a pretty good show.
Yeah. One more. We got to give it one more.
Good.
You
Thank
got to
God.
give it
Oh,
one more.
thank God. The strike's over. Again, our TV feels back. We'll be eating good, ladies
Man.
and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, no, very excited. But yeah, those are kind of our watches of the week. Go definitely check out Invincible once again. All of the, I guess, first half of the season episodes are out now.
Mhm.
I will admit I got to go tune in. I have to. It's going to start tonight as well. After I start Blue Eye Samurai. But yeah, Blue Eye Samurai is the other one, and Monarch. Those are the big watches of the week. So definitely go and watch those. We're excited to kind of present those to you guys. It's been great. Moving on, kind of a little bit from our entertainment side of things, we're going to get into a couple of fun side segments before we close things out for you, beautiful listeners out there. I want to ask you, rank them. What is the best and the worst Christmas present that you have received all time?
Rank them. Oh God.
Yep.
Best one. I think I would have to say the PS4. My dad had got me a PS4 when it first came out. I didn't expect to get one, but that was like the craziest day. That would probably be my best one. Second best one, probably the PSP. That was really cool when it came out because I was
Man,
like,
PSP. Did you see?
yeah,
Hey, speaking of that, did you see PlayStation just came out with what's that
the
handheld thing
portables.
that you can put your phone on and play on the app? I can't remember what
You
it's
put
called,
your
but it
phone
just
on it.
came
That's the
out.
phone.
Yeah, you put your phone on it and it connects on each side and it's a controller and you can access your PlayStation through the app and play games. It's crazy.
Uh-huh.
It's wild.
It's pretty
But that
cool.
might be a good little thing to ask for Christmas. But yeah.
Yeah, I'll check it out. Side note, like piggyback on what you're saying, man. I've seen a couple of videos. It looks kind of wonky. I wish they just get back to like the normal model. Even like the PS Vita would be pretty cool, like to get back to.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah, that definitely would be cool.
yeah, it'd be cool to check it out. If I do get a chance. But those are my top two. I guess my worst ones, obviously, like your socks and like
Clothes of the
clothes. The clothes is
war.
cool and
Clothes
socks and
is
stuff.
cool. I mean, it depends on what. Yeah, I've had a lot of great clothing gifts. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Santa and everyone out there who helped Santa give me those clothes growing up.
Thank you, Santa.
But
But
yeah, if you had to narrow it down, what would it be?
my worst overall. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I think one year I got like no, I know what it is. It's basically I don't know if you ever played Cyberpunk. My brother had got me Cyberpunk, right? I know it's supposed to be like the most awesome game apparently. I've never played it, and I just told my brother like straight up, I kind of want it, and I never thought about it since. And I feel kind of bad, but at the same time, I kind of look back and be like, because I don't know if you knew, but it was still in like early cooked phase, if you will, a lot of bugs and a lot of glitches, and it was on the last gen, so I was kind of like,
Mm.
I might not play it till I get a PS5, so I never touched it.
Okay.
So I think that was
Okay.
I hate to say the worst gift, but it was the one gift that I didn't even keep or touch. So yeah, I know.
So
What about
with
you?
that being said, mine another little drum roll here. My top Christmas present all time that I got would have to be, man. That's a tough one because there's been some great gifts. Shout out to Santa, shout out to family, and the
Shout out to Santa, Mrs.
famous quote
Claus,
of Dom
elves.
Toretto for family.
Fair.
No, I think my one of my favorite Christmas gifts that I think I got all time would have to be I think it was the Xbox Connect when it first came out. Believe it or not,
That's cool.
I'm gonna go
That's
Xbox route just because that was one of the first consoles before like you had your VR getting into it with movement and stuff. That was what we had, right? And then getting the Wii back in the day with the Wii
cool.
Sports,
You were him.
you
You were
get
that guy.
boxing, all that. Man, we need Switch Sports is cool, and I have a Switch. Shout out to Nintendo, but the original Wii Sports was just unmatched. I'm sorry, unmatched.
Yes.
So that was definitely my favorite back in the day from Santa himself. Other than that, man, worst Christmas gift. I think it was a pair of dinosaur socks I got a couple years ago while I
Dang,
was in
awful.
college. A couple pairs of dinosaur
You
socks.
got a white elephant.
Got that from White Elephant. Yeah, so that's what I ended up with. I thought it was something else. I think I thought it was like a beanie or something, and I opened it up and it was socks.
When
Dinosaur
you wear
socks.
beanies?
Man, when it's out here snowing, -10-degree weather here in South Tech. No, I'm playing. That's once in 100 years. But yeah, no. I mean, I like the occasional beanie. I'm an occasional beanie guy. But yeah, that would definitely have to be rounding out worst gift that I got. But yeah, I love the Wii. I love the Xbox Connect. Those two consoles growing up were cool. Obviously now we got PS5s. Those are unmatched, right? As far as we developed
Definitely.
into our technology, but everything else, I think, yeah, I think those two would be right up there. Anything
Mm-hmm.
else you want to add on the gift front?
Nah, not really. I would say I think we've gotten to Connect for Christmas too one year, or was it for summer? It was for something. I
Yeah,
definitely remember like that was like the big hype. Like, oh, it's a Connect. It's gonna be so dope, and it kind of fell off in like a year.
right.
That was kind of funny. But
Yeah.
any personal gifts that you've gotten yourself? Because my personal gift I got myself was that PS5 earlier
Yeah,
this year.
same.
Oh
Look,
my
call it
god!
cliche. You were with me when I got my PS5.
Yeah,
That was mine 2 years ago, December of 21. I'll never forget. Me and Staten went and waited in what we thought was going to be an 8,000 person line. There was only like 15 people in line, so it was great. Waited for like 4 hours, but we got it. And yeah, we did. We ended up getting to them that day, so it was crazy. Yeah, that's right up there with them, like I said. Now they're coming out with like a PS5 Slim. Excuse me, all kinds of stuff. So
You
cannot
interested
wait
in
for
getting
what.
it?
Man, I think I'm gonna wait till the PS5 Pro. I think that's what I'm gonna wait on.
I can do that.
Just because I don't know the PS5 Slim. I think it only comes as a bundle, and the game. One of the games I already have is Spider-Man. So yeah, I don't really have like a real need. Are you thinking about getting it?
Uh, from what I've heard from the reviews right now, it's not any different, except for I think it got, I want to say 2 terabytes on it, huh? Or no?
Yeah, 2 terabytes of
2
storage.
terabytes, yeah. So, me personally, no. Yeah, I mean, I don't play that many games for me to be trying to like upgrade like that. Not until like the Pro comes out, like you said. I will think about switching in and going to get the Pro.
Okay.
I definitely want to get the. You just got a new controller. I would definitely want to get a new controller and a new
Shout out to the
shell.
Cobalt Blue, the
Yeah.
Cobalt series. There's a they're coming out with another silver color, I think, in January, and then the Volcanic Red is out. Those are
Ooh,
very cool
volcanic red.
controllers.
That'd be dope. I want
Yeah.
to get the Barney purple.
Barney Purple. I need that
Yeah,
powder
Barney
blue,
purple.
powder pink.
Powder pink. The bubblegum
No,
pink.
that's cool, man. Yeah. Gaming systems are just evolving. They truly are.
You ain't lying.
But nonetheless, very fun. Just kind of want to throw that in there as we're into December now. We're full-fledged, like we said, in the holiday season. We're going to be doing little fun segments as far as, Christmas movies, Christmas songs, Christmas food, all kinds of good stuff as we kind of roll out through the Christmas season. Without further ado, though, I kind of want to preview a couple of things, or actually one last thing here. So,
Go for it.
well, now we'll do a couple of things. As we're about to close things out here, we have lots of good stuff. We're going to have quite a few more guests in this season 2 for you guys. I want to do more reviews. I know we didn't get to as much last season, and I apologize on that, but more. We're going to kick things off here within the next episode or two. We're going to do a buffalo wing review. Very excited to announce that. We don't know the route we're going to go with it for you guys. We don't know if we're going to do just a straight up hot wing review and we all choose our favorite hot wing and do a round table, or if we just do straight up just regular flavors and then do like a hot wing challenge at the very end of it. We'll see. We're going to kind of do a consensus pick on what we want to do, but definitely excited for all you Buffalo Wing fans out there. Shout out walk-ons. Shout out Buffalo Wild Wings. Shout out Wings and More.
Bro.
Right?
Our own little hot ones, man.
Yeah. Nah, but definitely excited to do the review. And shout out to Hot Ones too. Great YouTube channel, by the way. Go check those out. Go check those guys out. I know he puts on a great show with celebrities. They've definitely been there for years. So yeah. But anyways, we're gonna do definitely do a wing review. So I'm very excited. You got anything you'd like to add on that?
As far as I know, I already know where I'm getting. It's gonna be mystery, and you're gonna be the one to eat it. No one else is gonna eat it.
Carolina Ghost Pepper Wing.
Carolina Ghost Peppers. Akron.
Carolina
just
Reaper.
Get ready, buddy. But no, man, we're really excited, man. We're just gonna be a lot more reviews, a lot more guests being brought on, do some live streams this season, man. We're trying to go up a little bit.
Yeah.
Got a lot of big things coming this season. So we get more you guys involved. You guys really are the ones that are keeping us going, keeping the lights on at the house. And we really appreciate you guys for the views and for the support. So, we're trying to do everything we possibly can for you guys for this upcoming season.
Yeah. I cannot say thank you enough. I know we always thank you guys, but it truly means the world. We're out here we're chasing a dream, chasing our passion, and couldn't thank you guys enough. We're having fun while doing it. And the famous quote, I'm going to do a spinoff quote of Russell Wilson, the Denver Broncos quarterback. City boys, country, let's ride.
That's right. That's right.
Let's ride. Thank you guys so much. Stay tuned. A lot more to come. Cannot wait to bring it to you guys. Staten, if you have anything else to add. If not, we're out.
That's it. You said the best. Thank you guys. See ya.